Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Deja Vu, and I'm going to be doing another preview video to start off the set between Cool Hite Sparkyz and SKT1. Yeah, I think that these videos are actually pretty darn cool, and you don't get to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, which I think is pretty sweet, and I'll understand if no one else is as interested as I am in this sort of thing. But yeah, this will be a preview video, kind of like the video between KTF and Oz I did before. This is actually going to be Yarnak. He's going to be playing in the first set against Hyuk there on the right, who everyone apparently loves to make fun of, the Hyuk. And we'll see if he doesn't Hyuk it up and actually comes up with something decent against Yarnak. But I expect Yarnak to win. He's done pretty well recently, and he took down his brother Luxury, and his last game. Didn't he have another game? Yeah. I think he beat Effort as well when they played when Hite played CJ Entis as well. So he's won his last two Zerg versus Zergs on that map, which is pretty sweet. I believe this is Hogil. Oh no, that's Lita. Sorry, that is Lita. That is the little boy Lita, and that is going to be his opponent, the big man, the big Protoss around these days. That is Bisu himself. And yeah, that should be an absolutely awesome game on Heartbreak Ridge. That is going to be sick. I hope that goes forever. I hope that ends up being some late game control and everything. Just to see two of the best players around right now just duke it out. That is what I'm hoping for. And now this is going to be Hogil for the Sparkyz in that black. That coat is actually really sweet for the Sparkyz. I love that black with the light blue stripes going through it. And Fantasy, he's got a couple silvers and things under his belt nowadays. He is the new ace for SKT1, being brought up by Boxer and I Love OV, who's the player coach. And with those two masters of Terran behind you, even if they don't necessarily have the game control anymore, they still are masters of strategy, and he is reaping the benefits. I'm sure that he's a great strategist himself. And that is Harang too, who against Movie in the last time, I think he was playing CJ in that one too. And against Movie in that game, he had some awesome cheese against Protoss players. So we'll see if he's got something in store for Best. Hopefully Best keeps an eye out for that. That's going to be Game 4 on Destination. But that should be pretty interesting. Harang 2 is starting to make a name for himself these days with some really good play recently. He's a really, really new player, and if he keeps up this streak of good play, I think he will end up being a top-notch player in no time. We'll see if he has got some late game stuff to balance out some of his early game victories here and the cheese and everything. This is going to be whose show is this? I don't know if this is on OGN or MBC. Okay, this is actually going to be on MBC. So I think each of the channels actually has a slightly different intro. So this is going to be MBC's intro with the Story of the Year, the Antidote song, which is awesome, with just some like highlights and things from, I assume that's last season. I love the stadium, like the outdoor stadium, when everyone's just sort of out there in the dark and people are just sitting around playing StarCraft, which is sweet. Let's see what else do we got here. This is going to be MBC's show for the Pro League. Hey, look, nobody's covering their faces. That's interesting. Nobody covering their faces. Woot! The NBC Hero Center, the LOOX, the Luke's NBC Hero Center. That's awesome. So I guess that's why they're called NBC Game Hero. I guess that's probably named after that center. And here come the Sparkyz coming out to go say hello to the audience and give their traditional bow, which all the teams always do, both before and after every match. It's very respectful, and I think it is very classy. And I want to know what they say in the huddle here. I know what they say for like football huddles and basketball huddles and things like that, but what do you say in a StarCraft huddle? I wonder what goes down in there. I think that's why you have so many ex-players and things that do that are color commentators for different sports, because you know what, you can ask the former player what actually goes on when they're in a huddle like this, and you know what, they can actually tell you. So that's kind of why it's awesome to have those kinds of people around. And it would be great if we had more professional StarCraft players that, you know, knew English and took part in the foreign scene more, so we could actually know what the heck is going on in a lot of these parts. And here comes the SKT1 team, led by their little mascot, that little thing. I forget if it's named like Bunky or something weird like that. Yeah. we will see how SKT1 does. They've been slumping a little bit recently, or especially last season. Everything. Normally they do normally do very well in the Pro League. Yet last season they got knocked off, I think, in the quarterfinals by Hwasong Oz or something like that, or maybe they didn't even make the playoffs. But they did not do so well, and they're trying to rebound this round now that it's not a Winners League format, and they can try and they can try and take advantage of the more traditional format. Because in the Winners League, we saw a lot of weird stuff happen in the Winners League with random all kills and just crazy things where one person gets hot and it's just like GG for a whole other team. But this time, it can't just be one person. It's got to be at least 2 guys on your team making a name for yourself. So we will see how that goes. Anyways, I'm not going to do the whole preview video. It actually goes into well into the first video of the actual first set, and it's a really long preview that they do. But I just wanted to let you guys see kind of how the games start out in Korea from a Korean perspective, which we don't get to see a lot. But yeah, I will see you all in set 1. I hope you enjoy this. I know it's not great or anything. I can't interpret a lot of what's going on because it's just hard to understand what's being said. But I think they actually will go do some team statistics in a second here. Now here come Yarnak and Hyuk. They're gonna go and do they shake hands or do they just bow? And I think that those are the administrators for the game. Yeah, they will shake hands. They bow to the audience. And now they're going to head into their booths and get ready here for set 1. And they're going to start warming up and all of that jazz. They'll be assisted by the booth. Wait, are there booth girls for this one? No, I know in some games there are booth girls. Yeah, here is the matchup. In that first one is going to be Yarnak and Hyuk. So Hyuk's got no crowns or anything, no silvers. He's just got a one little star there. And then for the second set, it's Lita and Bisu. Both of them have those 3 crowns, which I guess must be something, mean they're awesome or something. And then Bisu's got, how does Bisu only have 4.5 stars? It seems like Bisu should be like a 6-star player or something. I don't know how they do that, but yeah, that is the second set. Third set is Hogil on the left and Fantasy on the right. Fantasy's got a little silver there and 4.5 stars as well. He's, I don't know, I would give Fantasy 5 stars as well, but Bisu and Fantasy are both probably top 5 in the world right now. And then for the 4th set, it'll be Harang 2 for the Sparkyz and Best for SKT1 in a PvP. And if it does get to an ace match, it will be on God's Garden, and who even knows who will go out for these teams. For Hite, it could be Yarnak or Lita probably, and for SKT1, it could be Bisu or Fantasy would be their top 2 players, and if they wanted to throw Best out, they could do that as well. So, see how that goes down. And here we see the Sparkyz team record recently. I think that's their whole Terran record, their whole Zerg record, their Protoss lineup, which I guess is doing pretty poorly. And I guess that's their record versus SKT1. I don't know if that's like an overall match record or if that's a set record over their last couple sets or something like that. And in yellow there in the bottom right corner, that is their last match versus CJ Entis, which they did win 3-2 using the ace match of Yarnak. I believe took down Sky High in that ace match. That was a pretty good game and everything, so check that out if you're interested. And I think they'll do SKT1 in a second here as well. I don't really know what the other things on the bottom say. It's all Korean. It's hard to understand what's going on. SKT's last game was actually against Woongjin Stars, and I believe they took that down. I believe they won that. We will see. Let me go check here. I'll go check if they did win that or not. But yeah, here's SKT's. Oh my God, look at that Protoss record, 67 and 26. That is ridiculous. Their other two, their Terrans and their Zerg are actually holding them down. But Bisu and Best, being awesome that they are completely carrying their team. Probably even more Bisu than Best. And that is 67 and 26. That is an absolutely ridiculous record. Anyways, we're getting close to that like 10-minute mark when you know, can't really upload a video anymore. So I'm going to end the preview show video thing here, but I think this is all of the important stuff. They have some more graphs and charts that come out for the first 2 players, but they're almost impossible to interpret if you don't know Korean. Otherwise, you're just sort of looking, going ooh ah at the pretty pictures. And yeah, I will get on to set 1 here.